Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Study with Rhythm. Today we are going to start chapter 4 of SST Agriculture. Gurpreet, Madhu and Tina were walking through the village where they saw a farmer tilling land. The farmer told them that he was growing wheat and has just added manure to the soil to make it more fertile. He told the children that the wheat would fetch a good price in the mandi from where it would be taken to factories to make bread and biscuits from flour. This transformation from the plant to a finished product involves three types of economic activities. These are primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary activities include all those connected with extraction and production of natural resources. Agriculture, fishing, and gathering are good examples. Secondary activities are concerned with the processing of these resources. Manufacturing of steel, baking of breads, and weaving of clothes are examples of these activities. Tertiary activities provide support to the primary and secondary sectors through services. Transport, trade, baking, insurance, and advertising are examples of tertiary activities. Agriculture is a primary activity. It includes growing crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers, and rearing of livestock. In the world, 50% of persons are engaged in agriculture activity. Two-thirds of Indian population is still dependent on agriculture. Favorable topography of soil and climate are vital for agricultural activity. The land on which the crops are grown is known as arable land. In the map, you can see that agricultural activity is concerned in those regions of the world where suitable factors for the growing crops exist. Farm system. Agriculture or farming can be looked at as a system. The important input and seeds, fertilizer, machinery and labor. Some of the operations involved are ploughing, sowing, irrigation, weeding and harvesting. The outputs from the system include crops, wool, dairy and poultry products. Types of farming. Farming is practiced in various ways across the world depending upon the geographical conditions, demand of produce, labors, and level of technology. Farming can be classified into two main types. These are subsistence farming and commercial farming. Subsistence farming. This type of farming is practiced to meet the needs of farmers' family. Traditionally, low level of technology and household labors are used to produce on small outputs. Subsistence farming can be further classified as intensive subsistence farming and primitive subsistence farming. In intensive subsistence farming agriculture, the farmer cultivates a small plot of land number of days with sunshine and fertile soil permit growing of more than one crop annually on the same plot. Rice is the main crop. Other crops include wheat, maize, pulses and oilseeds. Intensive subsistence agriculture is prevalent in the thickly populated areas of the monsoon regions of Southeast Asia, and East Asia. Primitive subsistence agriculture include shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Shifting cultivation is practiced in the thickly forested areas of Amazon basin, tropical Africa, parts of Southeast Asia and Northeast India. These are the areas of heavy rainfall and quick regeneration of vegetation. A small plot of land is cleared by felling the trees and burning them. The ashes are then mixed with the soil and crops like maize, yam, potatoes, and cassavas are grown. After the soil loses its fertility, the land is abandoned and the cultivators move to a new plot. Shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Nomadic herding. It is practiced in the semi-arid and arid regions of Sahara, Central Asia, and some parts of India like Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. In this type of farming, herdsmen move from place to place with their animals for fodder and water along defined routes. This type of movement arises in response to climatic constraints and terrains. Sheep, camel, yak, and goats are most commonly reared. They provide milk, meat, wool, hides, and other products to the herders and their families. Commercial farming. In commercial farmings, crops are grown and animals are reared for scale in market. The area cultivated and the amount of capital used is large. Most of the work is done by machines. Commercial farming include commercial grain farming, mixed farming, and plantation agriculture. In commercial grain farming, crops are grown for commercial purpose. Wheat and maize are common commercially grown grains. Major areas where commercial grains farming is practiced are temperate grasslands of North America, Europe, and Asia. These areas are sparsely populated with large farms spreading over hundreds of hectares. Severe winters restrict the growing season and only a single crop can be grown. In mixed farming, the land is used for growing food and fodder, crops and rearing livestock. It is practiced in Europe, Eastern USA, Argentina, Southeast Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. Plantation are type of commercial farming where single crop of tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana, or cotton are grown. Large amount of labor and capital are required. The produce may be processed on the farm itself or at nearby factories. The development of transport network is thus essential for such farming. Major plantations are in the tropical region of the world. Rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka are some examples. Thank you friends to watch my video. Please like and subscribe and share. Bye.